Hello everyone, this is Chandra Sekhar Bijibilla from Coding Tutor. As part of React.js series, today we are going to focusing state lifting. What is the purpose of state lifting? You need to understand. For your understanding purpose, I am going to explaining how component level one component information another kind of component level how to pass how to share we are going to discussing. So previously we are using one component. This is the parent component. This is the child component. Okay. My parent component level, I'm going to pass through the props. We are sharing the data, right? So this is the parent. This is the my child component. So if you want to communicating parent to child, we are going to using the props. That is, we are already observed whenever we are discussing the props, state and props. But today, what is the purpose of state lifting? State lifting. Here is my component. Here is my child input component is there. Here is child display component is there. Please try to understand here. This is my parent. Okay. This is what? My child. This is the child 1. This is the child 1. I'm going to say your understanding purpose child input component. What about this one? This is the child display. Child display. So my intention is I want to share the data from this component to this component. So if I want to share the data from one component to another kind of component, what I need to do here, I need to share this information to the parent. That parent level, sorry, that parent level information I need to use in the child. So this kind of application we are going to observe this functionality we can call it the state lifting. Okay. So your understanding purpose, parent is what? App.js. Under that, we are creating components folder. Under that components level, we need to create what? Child input.js component. Another one is child display display.js. So this is the components are required for this application. Okay. So again, previously how I'm going to explaining the step by step, same kind of way here also I'm going to explaining. For that purpose, I'm opening the notepad to write the steps and all. Okay. If anyone is interested to practice, if you want to get any kind of hands-on experience, please contact Coding Tutor and they will provide all these kind of steps also. Others who are interested to step in software industry, Coding Tutor is providing internship. There is a trial period is also available. You can come and join here and verify what it is happening and everything. Then you can able to continue the internship. Trial period is also there. So if you want to get more details related to internship, please contact Coding Tutor. Okay. Now coming to this application development steps. React.js. I'm going to increase the font size so that you can able to understand. React.js state lifting. Here I'm going to using what? State lifting. Generally, people are going to say lift is what? Moving one place to another kind of place we are going to using, right? So that kind of functionality we can call as a state lifting kind of functionality. Okay. So main purpose of this one is sharing one component level information to another kind of component level. So that is the purpose we are going to say. Simply I'm going to say state lift application development steps. You're going to call state lifting application functionality, but I'm going to give the state lift. So step number 1. What is step number 1? Create a React.js project. React.js project. So here, my workspace level, I'm working the command prompt. That command prompt level, I'm going to give command npx space create react app space state lifting. This is the way I'm going to give name. Whatever the name you want, you can give. Step number 2, switch to the project location. The command prompt level cd space state lifting. Step number 3, open the project into VS Code. So command prompt level state lifting. Okay, here I need to provide code space dot. It is going to open this one. Once it is open, step number 4, create a components. The following components within src components folder. Okay, so here I'm going to using what? Command prompt first step is already done. Why? Because project creation takes time. That's the reason initially I'm given that one. Now I'm going to perform second step. What are the second step? cd space state lifting. Okay, code space dot. It is opening the VS Code level. Automatically it is going to opening here. Once it is opening, I need to create a components folder within the src. Right? Go to the src, create in the folder components. So here folder is created. Now I need to create a 2 components. What are the 2 components I need to create? One is input, child input, right? Another one is child display. So how to define this one? How to create? Go to the new file and provide child input.js. Okay, here I'm going to writing simple kind of way. So how I'm going to writing, please observe this one. I'm going to writing here function. You can use anything. Function name is what? Child input. Child input. This is the way we are going to write the function, right? This function, if I want to use any other kind of component, what is required? Export default and function name. What is the function name? Child input we are going to using. So this is the way we are going to using component, right? So if I want to send this child input to root component, I need to pass the parameter here. How I'm going to passing here? I need to pass here on send data, like that. I'm going to provide the simple kind of information. Okay, so within this function inside, I'm going to writing what? This is the functional component. Return statement is required. So this return statement, this return level, I need to provide the div tag. Div tag I'm going to provide it. Within the div tag level, I'm going to using what? Input type equal to, I'm going to maximize purpose, I'm closing that one. Input type equal to, what kind of information I'm going to maintain? Test kind of information. I'm going to provide the placeholder also. Why? Because what kind of information I need to provide, right? I need to understand that there is a placeholder. I'm going to provide it. Here I'm going to using the message type here, like that. I'm going to provide the message. After that, I need to provide here on change event. Why? Because input box level I'm going to provide the information. So that's the reason I need to provide on change event. This on change event level, I need to pass E means event. So whenever I'm going to changing, I need to send that information to the on send. So that's the reason I need to provide here on send data. Within that e dot target dot value. Target dot value. This is the way we are going to providing what? Child input. So Alt Shift F indentation purpose we are going to using like this. Next component I am going to creating. So this is the first component. For our reference, I am going to copy paste in the steps level also. So here first one is child input dot js. This is the code. Next second one, child display. This component level I want to display the information, right? So that is the purpose. I need to create one more component. So how to create? Select this component folder, go to the new file. I need to give here child display.js. Okay. So here I need to provide function. Function name is what? Child display. Child display. Here whatever the message we are getting, that message I need to receive. So that message I need to display. That there is a message I'm going to providing. And after that, open the flower bracket and close the flower bracket. This is also I need to export, otherwise I could not able to access this component to the root component. So that there is an export default, and I need to provide what? Child display. Okay. So now how I'm going to pass the information, how to display this information. Here I need to use return. Okay, root element, or directly you can use h1 tag. Within the h1 tag level, whatever the message you are going to passing input, that message I need to display here. So that is the reason I need to use here within the flower bracket message. What are the messages is there? That message we are going to display here. So this is the way child component is created. For your reference, I am going to copy paste this one also here. Next one is what? We need to create a root component, app.js. We need to modify. Already it is there, we need to modify. Why? Because I need to access data from input to display component. I need to share. That reason I need to go to the my app.js. Go to the app.js. This app.js level logo is not required. You remove this one. I am not focusing here any CSS. Here mainly my intention is how across the application one component to another kind of component, how to share the data. That is the concept. That is the state lifting. Okay. So I'm removing this logo. I don't want this header part. Remove this one. Within that, I'm going to define here one simple constant data. I need to set the data, right? So that's the reason set data equal to, I'm going to define here use state. Okay, use state. I need to use what? Use state. Generally, where we are going to define this one, this is not right place. Here we need to provide. Okay, right, use state. So I'm going to provide the empty information. So that is the reason I'm going to define like this. Once it is done in the div, within the div, I need to provide here, see some styling and all you can able to provide, padding and of information, heading, that and all you can able to provide. But straight away one heading I'm going to providing. Later we can see the CSS and all. Okay, here state lifting, that is the heading. Why? Because this application, what is the purpose of this application, you need to understand. That is the reason I'm giving the heading. Once heading is over, I need to provide here child one, right? Update parent state, right? So that's the purpose here. I need to provide child input. So input statement automatically added here. After that, I'm going to using what? On send data. On send data, I'm going to specify here. Within that, we need to use set data. Whatever you are going to provide the data, whatever the child input level data is there, that data through the set data it is set to the data. That is the purpose we are going to using like this. After that, close this tab. Next, second child. What is second child? Child display. Child display. Here message equal to here through the set data you're going to set the data to here, right? So I'm going to using what data. After that into close. Okay, so this is the simple way I'm going to create it. I'm not focusing much more on css part. So this modification also for our reference I'm going to copy and paste here, right? So once you are done step 4, all these components, step number 5, we need to test this application, right? Step number 5, test the application. If you want to test the application, what I need to do? State lifting command prompt level npm start, right? Very simple. This state lifting is concept is very simple. So I'm opening here, I'm going to providing what npm start. So whenever I'm going to using this one, what happened, we are already discussed previous videos level also. It is going to checking node underscore modules. It is checking here what node underscore modules, required libraries are installed or not. It is verifying. Once it is verified, it is going to start the React.js servers with port number 3000. Okay, once it is running, we will see in the browser level automatically child component and second child display component also. You need to provide child 1 component level information. That information is reflected in the child display level. This is the way state lifting we need to understand. Okay, again one more time before going to verify and start the server. Again I'm going to explaining here. First step is what? We need to create a project. That is the purpose this one. Okay, second step is what? We need to switch to the project location. So that is the purpose cd command I'm using. This command anyhow once it is project is created, that npm commands it is going to showing. So once you are entered to the particular location, project structure organizing purpose, easily we need to create the component and all. That is the purpose we are using the VS Code, right? So that VS Code how to open? This is the one code space dot. It is going to opening automatically VS Code. So once it is opening this one, SRC level, we need to create a components. That components are child input. Why? Because input box I'm going to maintain in this component. I'm enter some information. That information, another child component, child display level, I need to display. So that is the purpose we are created here. We have created a child input and child display. These two components I'm going to using to the my parent component. That parent component is nothing but app.js. So this is the way we are going to develop in the application. So backend is it is verifying and it is going to checking. So server it is started means it is going to opening automatically. Automatically it is opening into the browser. See, please observe this one. It is going to loading. So once it is going to showing here console level, local host URL, network level URL, that time you can able to see the output in the browser level. Okay, so this is depends upon your uh, laptop capabilities and so while creating the React.js project, internet main important. So that is also based on internet speed, based on your laptop speed, application creation time, it is going to reducing. Okay, so not only for this kind of simple kind of concepts, if you want to get more hands-on kind of experience, if you want to join internship, this is the right platform, Coding Tutor. Okay, so if you want to see any other kind of technologies also. So Coding Tutor is providing that one, DevOps and Java full stack, Python full stack, right? Some other kind of technologies also. So this is the right platform. Please contact Coding Tutor so that you can get the more details. So here what happening? Here is starting the server. Once starting the server, it is going to presenting here information, right? So you see my console is getting the local host 3000. That is only we are going to see in the browser level. So here I need to type the information. Okay. So for example, I'm going to say providing the information is Coding Tutor. Please observe this one, Coding Tutor. So whatever I'm going to providing, that information we are waiting, right? So this input box is child input is one component. This message, whatever you are going to see, that is another kind of component. So these two components through the app.js we are going to communicating. So this is the state lifting concept. I hope you people are understanding. If you have any kind of queries and all, please comment. I will give the reply. Until see you next video, next topic. Thank you very much.